One of the surprises that came out early this year was WandaVision. Like, we were looking forward to the show. It was the MCU show. It was the first time that the shows were going to be connected to the movies, and the movies were going to be connected to the shows, and this properly the MCU is going to expand and all that kind of stuff. And plus, it was a year and a half. We didn't have any Marvel material for 2020 as originally planned. So the last time we got anything Marvel related, MCU Marvel related, was Spider-Man Far From Home. So we all were jizzing excitement, and we weren't expecting the brilliance that the show was going to give us. Well, we were probably expecting some superhero action stuff which we love. What we got instead was going through the sitcoms. Going through nostalgia of American sitcoms like, Dick Van Dyke or Malcolm in the Middle or Bunny Bunch or Bewitched or Modern Family. But at the same time, exploring grief and loss, and definitely in the life of Wanda, a young woman dealing with grief. What is love but not what is grief but not love persevering? That was what the show was about, and it was so wonderfully crafted together. And one of those things that made the show what it was Agatha Harkness, played by Catherine Hahn. And today they announced that, well, at least they didn't announce it, Marvel didn't announce it, just a wide deep broke the news, and that is that they're going to make a Agatha Harkness spin-off show. Because they say WandaVision is a one and done. WandaVision is a one and done. No season 1, no season 2 thing. We're just going to have the 9 episodes and that's it. If you want to put in Netflix, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness in a way might be WandaVision 2, season 2, if you might want to loop that in. But my thoughts on paper on this is, if this is a prequel or stuff that we don't know is going to happen in Doctor Strange, where Agatha Harkness is Agatha Harkness that we know from WandaVision, or most of WandaVision, I'm all in. Like, if it's a prequel of the journey, the origin story of Agatha Harkness, if it's that, or if it's a sitcom, maybe, hey, people like the sitcom thing. Hey, why don't we just have an entire sitcom show and do the Agatha Harkness show? Do literally an Agatha or a long show. That could be fun. That could be cool. I'll watch that. But if Agatha is still, when in the context of the show, is what she was at the end of WandaVision, where Wanda turns her into literally the noisy neighbor, and all she is like, "Hi, hon. Oh, that's a cool ass outfit you got there. So fancy in the wet and the powers. Woo!" I'm not interested in that. I want the power. I want the superhero. I want the magic and all that. Because I like hard to think about, like, in a world where we're like, okay, who's our good guys? Here's our bad guys. Yeah, she's a bad guy. But in a way, she's not really a bad guy. She's like, Wanda, you're a threat. You're the Star Witch. You have prisoned these people for a week. You're not letting them see their loved ones. You are a dangerous person. I need to take you down. Literally, she's not a bad. It's not like Joker or something, or Loki or something, where like, here's a villain and we are going to focus on said villain. We're going to focus on a basically maybe an anti-hero in a way. And they're diving into magic. Blade might be going more magic than playing old vampire hunter. Maybe they'll do that, but that's the thing. It's all about how they're going to do it. Because if it is Alika as we think, yeah, on board. But if it is the higher hand, I might be a little bit less on that. But it's Marvel, it's Kevin Feige. We trust Kevin Feige. You know, he hasn't dropped the ball once. Okay, for some people thought the Dark World, but he hasn't dropped the ball twice. So we trust him. If you know who Kevin Feige is, he's the head of Marvel Studios. So kind of, you know, he's the chief, the guy who makes all the decisions. So we trust what he has done. So yeah, it was Agatha all along. I couldn't help myself.